I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vent.
Hey everybody, how are you guys? Hey JayJay, hi Marita. Yeah, I do have a longer version. You know the song already, right, JayJay?
I do. I got no love for the fakeness.
Exactly.
Love it. Yep.
So I do have a longer version. I have a countdown version. It has like 60 seconds of the song because I do like the lyrics. That is just like the chorus, but I do like the lyrics. It does resonate with me. So maybe in the middle I'll play the longer version so some of you guys can hear instead of just the chorus. You can hear the word.
I would love that. We got to do that. Yep.
Okay, so I'll do that because I do have it here. Let's do roll call. Hey Wanda Steves, how are you, Mama? Hey Vera, my girl. Sorry, let me click yours. Hey J Fid, we missed you, girl. Angela, hi, sweetie pie. How are you? And my lips are doing that weird thing again. Holy shit. Oh, God. Hey, Kirsten and Z. How are you, Mama? Hey, Joe being Joe. Oh, my God. I'm not going to look at myself because that's going to drive me fucking crazy. Why is it doing that?
Your hair looks so cute.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Hey, Grace Case. How are you, sweetie pie? All right. Anybody else? And it just skipped.
We got a Kelly
K. Kelly K. How are you, sweetie? Thank you for being here. I think that's it, right, JayJay? You got my back there? I think that's it. Where's BB? Where BB
came in?
Where my BB at? Oh, hey, BB loves honey tea. How are you?
Remember, guys, to switch to live chat from
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Like and all of that stuff. Oh,
and
I didn't even like
good things. All those good things. Like it, even though I can't see the dislikes, so don't worry about it. But the likes make me feel good. They make my ego just go, ooh, I am loved. Thank you.
All warm and fuzzy.
Yes, all of that. So, guys, as you can see, no eyeshadow today. Listen, Linda. My eyes are still bothering me because of the freaking, I never learned my lesson. I like to learn shit the hard way, apparently. And when I used this last time, one of my eyelids is really hurting. It's disgusting, so I'm not going to explain what it is. So I just did my eyebrows, a little bit of contour and stuff, and then threw some lashes on. And I was fighting with the lashes right before I got on fucking lashes. But, so it's weird to see me without eyeshadow. I know. Oh, my God. But you know what? Listen, Linda, right? Can't do it every day. Oh, thank you, Wanda. Thank you for feeding my ego. No, I'm just kidding. Thank you so much. So
that's
what did you gonna?
I don't know. My husband's trying to talk to me. Hold on one second. What would you like, husband? What would you like? Do I what? That sounds good.
Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds good, husband. Yep. No, I'm just kidding.
Get me some pasta with shrimp.
Oh, that does sound good. What the hell?
I know.
Shit, man.
Yeah.
Is he adopting wives, please? And thank you. What the hell?
No, he loves to feed me.
Oh,
He doesn't cook, but he'll bring stuff home. So that's good.
Listen, I ain't mad at him. At least he doesn't come empty-handed. The hell? Shit. I could deal with that. Bring me some food. It's not only the way to a man's heart is the belly. There's a woman's heart too. Bring me some damn good food. I am yours forever.
Oh, Joe being Joe. Girl, you don't want to hear my husband. He will get Cindy canceled just for hearing him in the background. He's crazy.
Yep, that's right. That's right. He does not give no fucks.
Jay Finn. Alex and Mr. JJ to do a show. Now that would be like
What?
cancellation 101.
But it would be entertaining as hell. We would
It
go out
would
with a
be.
bang.
It
We
would
would go out with a bang for sure. What?
no doubt.
With a
No
bang.
doubt.
But
No doubt.
you know that Thursdays is usually our reaction or whatever, but there's a lot going on in the world and everywhere. So we just wanted to distract from that. Danielle Robinson, she's so amazing. Call her Danny.
No.
She
Love
did a vigil stream yesterday where she just had candles and all the names of all the victims written, and it was such an amazing thing. And so I just think that we would not do drama. We try not to do drama here ever, but so many people, decent people, have decided they're not going to do any drama right now. They're just going to help people decompress, try to relax, have fun, distract from the things of the world. Because even if you don't have to live in Texas, you don't have to. God bless you, Alex.
God bless you, Alex.
You don't have to live in Texas to feel that. You don't even only have to be a parent. But when you have kids in school, that is terrifying. I remember when the other incidents like that happened, I was terrified to send my sons to school for a long time. And even though they happened in other states, I didn't send my sons to school for a couple of days because it just impacted us. So imagine the people in that state, and thank God it's the ending of the school year. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. It's just a lot for everybody.
Yeah, thank God. Thank
Yes.
God. My niece and nephew ended school today. So I'm just even my sister not wanting to send them to school. And it's like, well, because copycats and stuff. And it's, what do? Do you keep your kid in a bubble forever, like in enclosed doors? I mean, what do you do? I don't know. I don't know what the answer is.
I don't know either. But I do know. Right? I'm canceled for Alex Lee, I'm telling you. They're like, oh, you're pushing your religious views. You guys say God bless you. No, it's Buddha bless you, or whatever the fuck they believe in. Like, it's ridiculous. Right? They'll find some reason.
If you say fuck, then you must not be you must not be Christian. You must not,
I'm telling you,
believe in Jesus.
Yep.
So
I was on Terry Lynn's panel this morning. I woke up.
Were you?
And she had a panel, like she had been on since the evening before, and I was in the chat and we were laughing. They were hilarious. And she was talking about she wants me and Danielle to have a stream with her, a serious stream. She doesn't want me to spoil what it's about, but you guys know who I am, so basically that's what it'll be about.
I love it.
And Danielle is just such a positive presence. She's always she's just amazing. She's amazing.
Yeah,
she's down to earth, but she's so positive, and tries to bring insight to people. What, JayJay?
Danny, there's something wrong with you, really.
Yeah.
If you can watch Danielle Robinson and dislike her, you have issues, because she is just so positive and just a wonderful person. It seems like, and I love to listen to her and support her. So if you guys want to look for somebody that's positive, watch Danielle Robinson. She's great.
Yes, she is. I know, right? How dare we be positive? But she what?
Yeah, Taco Bell cheese.
I want some Taco Bell. Oh no, I don't eat Taco Bell. I'm lying. Yo no quiero Taco Bell. No, thank you. But so we were up there and we were talking. I guess because the conversation was everywhere. But Terry Lynn has had people accuse her of being an addict, being on different substances. And when we got into that realm of conversation, I was like, oh God, I gotta get up here. You know me, right? Always, anytime I could play the victim. No, I'm just kidding. But I wanted to go up there and let people know. Sorry.
Fucking perpetual victim.
I'm sorry. I couldn't control my mouth for a second. Okay, sorry. Nah. But so I wanted to go up there and just let people know that when you say things like that, you're affecting people in your own audience. you know, and
Yeah.
we
Yes.
just started talking about squirrel nuts, and they made me Google squirrel nuts, and I started sending pictures to Dom to send to Terry Lynn, and it was the most hilarious. I didn't even know that there was such a thing as squirrel testicles, guys, and there is. And
Well,
I
why
didn't.
wouldn't they have testicles?
No, I know they do, but not ginormous, like irregular, like
they weigh the squirrel down.
they're ridiculous. I've never seen anything like that. So now I'm Googling it, and now I'm telling Terry Lynn and everybody, oh my God, now I have to clear my browser history because that looks pretty disgusting and weird. Fuck are you looking for? Squirrel nuts. Then when I first put squirrel nuts, what came up was, you know, regular nuts, because people are usually regular, not like me. I had to actually put in like squirrel testicles. So I'm like, oh my God, my damn search engine is full of all this stuff. It was just the weirdest morning ever. And I felt like a freaking weirdo. And I'm going to blame Dom for that because Terry Lynn blamed Dom. I'm going to blame Dom too. I'll be looking. And I sent
Right,
the
Grace?
and they,
Case, right?
what did she say?
Squirrel boys need. She says, "Well, squirrel boys need cojones." She's
That's
right.
true.
They need the
That's
cojones.
true. But I've never seen anything like that. It was the weirdest thing. And then I felt so bad because there was actually a picture of a squirrel held upside down, caught in there was a bird feeder attached to like a pole that had like a decorative piece. So it was like the pole like this, and then it had a decorative piece that like angled like this, right? And the squirrel was caught in between the two hinges by his balls. So he's upside down.
Ow!
Yes,
Poor
I'm gonna send
thing.
you the picture. And he's stuck there
I wanna see
upside
it.
down.
I'm good. I don't need to see
I know
the
that's what
squirrel.
Terry Lynn said. And I said, oh my God, I hope whoever took that picture actually helped the squirrel after they took that picture. Come on. You can't just leave the squirrel hanging there. So that was my thought. Oh my God, you're taking a picture. Please tell me that you actually helped the squirrel. Or even if you were afraid of the squirrel, because some people are afraid of rabies, that you called somebody, animal control, somebody to help that squirrel. You didn't just leave that squirrel dangling like that.
Right.
So,
I
but
hate the
yeah,
little
that was my
bastards.
morning.
Little bastards. They dug a hole in my roof somehow and got up in there and messed with my air conditioning ducts. And let me tell you something. Mess with my air conditioning in Florida, and you are enemy number one. I am not having it. I get, I mean, I even hangry. I don't get hangry like that. I get whatever no AC is. That's my angry. So them little bastards, I really don't care about them. I really don't. But I don't want to see a little thing like hang by his nuts and like you know, like that's torture. I don't want to see them tortured. I don't. I just don't want them in my attic.
No, and then I had to say, then we all had to say, we're not for the cruelty of animals, because you already know how people clip stuff.
No, hell no.
And they'll be like, oh, they're sending around mutilated squirrels. No, that's not what that was.
Nope.
And it was sad that Danny had to say that. Danny said it. It's sad that I even have to say this. Also, you know, squirrels' lives matter, she said. I was cracking. I was like, fucking Danny.
Because, you know, we could have put poison up there. We didn't. We hired like some wildlife expert person to go up there and trap them and then relocate them so that way they weren't harmed. So no, I'm not for harming them. No, but I just don't want the little I don't like them very much because they can do a lot of damage.
Yeah, they can. Hey, Sassy, how are you? Sassy was there, right?
Danny. Hey, Danny.
Where's Danny? Hey, Danny. Oh, my God, we talked you up. Hey, Susie. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So did. Square lives matter.
Oh, my God. Danny had me cracking up. She was not playing. She was like, I'm advocating for the squirrels. Don't worry about it. No squirrels were hurt in the production of this live. I was like, yo.
Wanda, we have snakes. We have snakes. We have them. But the little squirrel, I'm telling you, our squirrels, I mean, I want to say like they have balls, but obviously we know they have balls because Cindy just told us all about their balls. They have balls. They really do. They don't care. They don't give a shit.
But
These
it's
are
Dom's
these.
fault. It's not my fault. JayJay is Dom's fault. It's Dom's fault.
It's Dom's fault that
It's
you were
Dom's fault.
Googling squirrel
Yes,
nuts.
yes, because inquiring minds want to know, and I didn't believe it. I was like, "There's no freaking way." And then, yeah, I found out for myself that there is way.
Yeah, I'm telling you, my squirrels over here, they don't really give a damn. They don't. They're like, okay, human, we're gonna do what we want. We're not gonna run from you. I swear, they're like all over our screened like bird cage lanai. They don't care. It's like kind of
Right?
like, ha ha,
Yeah.
that's what the squirrel does. Yep, the
No, but
squirrel
here
does
in
that.
New York, they're not. Everything is worse in New York, man. I don't know. The squirrels are not. The squirrels, they're just rats with fluffier tails. Maybe that's just New York rats. I mean, New York squirrels. Maybe it depends on where you live. Maybe if you live in a nice place, the squirrels are nicer. I don't know. I don't know. New York
The
squirrels chase
snakes.
you. They don't like people
I
at all.
I love the snakes in our yard. We don't mind them at all. My dogs are funny. They kind of like just bark at them. But usually
Right.
they're just like the black racer snakes that are like basically a garden snake and they keep away rodents.
Right.
So we don't mind them. We're like, oh, hey, Mr. Snake. Like I call everybody Mr. or Mrs. Snake in the yard. Should call some
Yeah.
people on YouTube that, but I don't.
No,
JayJay,
what?
zip it. JayJay, zip it.
There's been 7 flashings in Chicago today, Danny.
Whoa. What?
What the hell?
They're just spreading eagle and showing you their squirrel nuts.
No, because now we're actually paying attention. Damn it, Dom. Damn it. I would have never thought to even entertain that possibility or nothing. Now, Terry said she's going with a magnifying glass. Like,
Oh my God. You don't need that probably with squirrels. They're like, I mean, I have a little poodle that we have 3 poodles, right? And the
right.
baby, we never got him
Fixed.
neutered because
Right.
we didn't know if we would want it because he's a chocolate mini with green eyes, which is rare. So we
Right.
didn't know if we wanted to mate him, which we haven't done. But that
Right.
dog has nuts the size of his head. I'm like, this
Oh, wow.
isn't normal. Like, where would
Right.
he put these things if he had to wear clothes? Like if you wore pants, what would you do?
Right.
The
Right.
things I think of, it's not normal. I don't
And
think I
me
have a normal-
either, obviously. Me either, obviously. No, snakes. I can't mess with snakes. I can't listen. None of those creepy crawly things. No, no, Tanju. No, Tanju. I cannot.
They don't bother me.
And how I'm starting to worry about Mama T. Is she okay?
Yeah, where the hell's Mama T? Have you guys seen her in any chats lately? This might
I
just
haven't
not be a
seen
good
her.
time for her, but we just want to know if she's okay.
Just want to make sure she's okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because usually she's in here, and at least says hello. So, but I don't know because I haven't been watching much. I've been so busy, which is what we're going to kind of talk about today. Like stress and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I've been so busy, and then anything I've listened to, I was like, it's crazy because out of like our little friend group, I was the least
Excuse me 1
one.
second.
Okay. So I was the least one concerned with the Johnny Depp trial. And yeah, that's not the case. Like, I feel like I need to listen to everything that's going on. It's completely insane. And I'm so glad that it is televised. So that way I listen to Emily D. Baker, and she's amazing. She just had a piece written about her. Kirsten, no, Caddy did. Caddy shared it. And it's pretty awesome. And I'm so happy for her. She is over 500,000 subs. When I started watching her, I think she had 4,000 or 5,000, and that was not that long ago, maybe a year ago or something. But I mean, she's amazing. And now I have my family watching her and friends, like real life friends that subscribed, and some of them even got YouTube Premium just so they can watch her. So it's been pretty cool.
Sorry about that, guys.
Cool. That's okay. I
Anyway,
just kept talking.
yeah. So yeah, I put Danny's channel in.
Okay, good.
Sorry for
Yeah,
anybody really.
guys, if you want positivity, please go sub to Danny. She is awesome.
Yes, she is awesome. She
Yep.
really is. So
I
what
was
were you
just
saying,
saying,
JJ? I missed it. I'm sorry.
I was saying that I was, remember when we were talking about, like all of us were talking about in our little friend group, like the Johnny Depp trial, and I
Yes.
was like one that was like, I am really interested in it, I don't really care. Now, like if I miss a minute of it, I'm like, what the hell happened? Oh my god,
I
I'm
know.
like, this is better than any movie. So yeah.
Did you see the cross-examination of Amber Heard by Camille today?
Camille, let me tell you something.
Shots
I'm
fired.
not suing anyone, but I want to hire Camille. I want to hire Camille.
Thank you.
I don't know why I want to hire Camille. I don't know what she'll do, but I just want to hire her because she is like, she's amazing. Amazing. She's very clear spoken.
Right,
She's
she
representing
She
Latinas
is.
well, and you know, like a brainiac, and I love it. I really do. I love it. I love all of it.
You could tell that she has such a deep disdain for Amber Heard. Oh my God.
I know. Yes. Yes.
It's so obvious. She straight up was like, so you've lied this whole trial, Miss Heard. I was like,
oh,
what?
Yo, like, right? She goes in there right away. Like, there's not even softball questions. It's like,
No.
Bitch, you're lying. Just
Yep. And she kept just showing that she's a liar. Hey, Teresa, did I say hi to Miss Cassandra, my naughty girl? Hi, ladies. But she goes in, she let her, and it's so obvious because everybody lies. Everybody else is lying. Everybody. She's like, so were you here when such and such testified this? Oh, well, I don't know if he was there. Did you hear him testify that he was there? Yeah, but I don't know how much he saw. Like, I was like, oh my God, this lady,
She admitted
bro.
Nothing. Today, she said, was it today or yesterday?
That she admitted that the op-ed was about Johnny Depp. She admitted it twice.
And she said she didn't know. She had no idea how he lost the finger. Bitch, that's your husband. How do you not? You were right there. How do you not know how your husband lost his finger?
Yep.
She just lied all over the damn place. And
I don't know who's gonna win though, JJ. I don't know who's gonna win the trial, but I think
he already won. He already won.
Where it matters, he won. But like to him, of course, he wants the money. But you know, I mean, I get that. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I would want money from that bitch. Oh, I would want money. I'd be like, oh no, bitch,
I would too.
You know,
I would too. But Johnny Depp has such star power that he can make a lot of money. He can, and he wanted his reputation restored.
Yes.
So yes. I think
that has been achieved. In my opinion, that has been achieved.
In the court of public opinion, he already won. There's no doubt about that. I think it's like 97 or 98%. One of the attorneys was saying are completely.
She was sour about that. You didn't hear her? Oh, yeah, I knew people were going to testify again with it for him, and she was salty. Yeah. Salty. You should have never lied. You should never make accusations like that. And we wouldn't be here.
Was it the acting coach that said Amber's biggest problem was not being able to cry when she needed to, acting, like actually create tears?
Right.
And I was like, I'm sorry, but I found it funny watching her. It was almost like secondhand embarrassment in a way. Like today when she was it today or yesterday? I'm getting my days messed up. Where they called
I don't know when
she
testified. I saw it today.
Yeah.
So that's why.
So she testified again today. And it was just terrible. It's kind of like I'm gonna do it right now, right? I'm not on camera and I'll be like, Cindy, oh my God, Cindy, it was so terrible watching this trial. And there's like no tears.
Yeah. No, but you know what's worse? Like, so my lawyer is questioning me and I'm crying, I'm emotional, I'm distraught, I'm traumatized. Soon as it switches and his attorney, she's just so aggressive and that. How the hell do you switch emotions? Because I know when I'm crying and I'm emotional, I cannot, and I know they're actors, but there's no, how can you switch when it's genuine emotion? Acting,
Yeah.
of course, you can be able to switch on and off, but when it's genuine emotion, and that's in my opinion, because when Johnny Depp was up there, I felt like, and again, he's an amazing actor as well, but I could, and she isn't, but anyway, okay, I could
Yeah,
really
exactly.
feel his emotion, and it seemed like he was reliving the trauma, just, and it doesn't seem like that with her. And when he was testifying, he wasn't doing it for the jury. Every single time she's like, yeah, so they'll ask a question and she's like, yeah, so no, I didn't do that. Bitch, she asked you a question. Like, it's
She admits
every single time.
she admits to nothing. It would
No,
have done her some good, I think, with the jury if she would
yeah,
have at least said, yes, sometimes, if I was drinking or
yes,
using, I
yes,
was, pressing his button,
yeah.
something. But
She hurt herself.
everyone else is a liar
Yep,
except her.
yep. I
So
don't
I
think she
I
did
don't
herself
know.
any favors with the jury. Her likability, it was none. Her
Emily
credibility,
Emily
none. What?
Emily Baker said today that she thinks that it's very possible that tomorrow during closing arguments, even though he originally starting out suing for the 50 million. I mean, let's be honest, she don't have $50 million. Come on
Right,
now, like she is
right.
mediocre at best. But Emily was saying that they very well could during closing statements just say all I want is a dollar and my reputation
Ooh,
restored.
that'll make it
And
worse.
right, exactly. And I mean, if they do that and the jury does not come back and side with Depp, I mean, I don't honestly think it matters at this
Right.
point. If he wants money, then of course it matters. But
I don't think he
even
wants
if
money, but I
I
would,
don't think so
after
either.
all of that. But I don't. It's never for him. I don't think it's ever been about money. It's been about his reputation that was ruined. He
Yes,
lost
yes.
jobs,
Mhm.
and that was his livelihood. Johnny Depp is one of the greatest fucking actors in my opinion. I think he's every role
Ever,
when he
right?
played the Mad Hatter, Edward Scissorhands, just
Sweeney Todd.
everything. He takes
Sweeney
you
Todd.
there. Yes, Sweeney Todd. He takes you
His
there.
singing, no one, like when he was hired by Tim Burton, he was
Yeah.
hired before they even knew if he can sing. And then when he started singing, like
Yes.
everyone was just in awe. Like
Yes. Even in
she
Corpse
just,
Bride. Oh my God, I loved him
yeah,
in Corpse Bride.
yep.
I
I like
I
him.
love him.
I just adore him. I
He's
do. I just think
okay.
he's cute. He's okay. BB's like, he's just all right.
Eh, I'll take him or
I don't
leave him.
know.
I love him. I love him. Ever since, like I said, my
Not
back is
even just
itching,
his
guys.
acting.
Ever
Find
since
him
I
hot
saw
as
him in Nightmare on
fuck.
Elm Street and 21 Jump Street. Nightmare on Elm Street, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, who is this kid and how do I marry him?
I'm like, no, you can't kill Glenn. Freddie's
I
fucking killing
know. And through
Glenn.
the waterbed and just violate his whole
Uh-uh.
existence? No,
It was bad.
no.
It was bad, right? Okay, so let's get to good news, right? Like we're
Yes.
gonna talk about um ways since everything has been so heavy. Um
Yes, ma'am.
there was a fire, um and it killed 11 infants. Like in a hospital, a maternity ward. They don't know the cause of
Oh
it
my
yet. There's just
goodness.
all of these
Hey,
ridiculous
Max. That
headlines,
I'm listening.
right?
Yeah,
And it's heartbreaking, and you just
that's
want to like
horrendous. Oh my God.
run away from it, but at the same time, I feel bad if I run away from it. Like, okay, but this is reality, and I should know. No, Grace Case. We're gonna do some good news, right? We're gonna talk about
Yeah.
ways to
Yeah, she's
when
like, wait, what? I thought this was.
right. She's like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. I need some good news.
She's
No,
like, this is what you think is good news? Oh, hell no.
no. We're gonna talk about ways that when whether it's hearing these things, but not only hearing these things, right? We have our own things in real life that happens. you know, I can get on here and have a very good time, and you know, no one would know things that are going on in my real life, or stress
Definitely.
that I feel, or,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
I don't even really share that stuff with people I'm extremely close to. I just
No, she doesn't.
internalize it, and
Yeah.
that is not good. That I can
It's
tell you,
not.
that's not good. You end up
No.
exploding, or you end up, you know, ulcers, just all
Isolating. You
kinds of
end up isolating.
isolation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Isolation, like
Yeah.
all of those things can happen. And we decided today to kind of talk about some ways that we can handle stresses, and just little ways to give yourself self care, basically, that
Right.
do not cost a lot of money. Obviously, everyone knows that you can go to a spa and have a great massage and a facial, and but that stuff costs a lot of money. It really does, to go
Right.
to those places and do those things.
Yeah. True.
So we're going to talk about, you know, every day. I'm going to give you guys ways that I deal with it. Cindy will give you some ways that she deals with it. Um, and I'm just going to try to give like the healthy ways, you know, rather than just stuffing it down and not talking about it.
True.
So
Yes.
just little ways. And if you guys have ways, you know, in the chat that you could put for people, you know, we want to hear those too, because I don't, you know, I'm always open to ways to deal with stress. So
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, are you waiting for me to say something? Oh, okay.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah, girl. Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
Sorry.
You want to
Oh,
start like in
so
ways
sorry.
that
So
you
sorry.
deal with
So
stress, you know, or do you want me to
no,
start? I
because I
don't
don't
know.
deal with stress. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know. Listen, guys, I tend to do all the bad things when I'm stressed. I mean,
No, not all the bad things. Let's make
and
that
not all
clear.
the bad things, but I don't.
Yeah.
Um, mm, my issue is I always tend to put others' needs before my own a lot. You know, not.
You do.
I mean, out in this world, out out of the online world. And so the main things I do for myself is like I'll take a walk. I love to do that. I love to go just walk, you know. And
Yeah.
movies is my escape from everything. I can just watch movies in all my spare time, and it just because movies take me away. They take me to wherever I'm watching. You know, I get engulfed in that. And for me, horror movies is my genre. Horror movies and it's weird. Horror movies, sci-fi, and like superheroes. Like I love watching animated movies, but not like animated series, animated movies. All the Batman, the animated Batmans, all the animated Justice Leagues, the animated Avengers. I know that's Marvel and that's DC. I love all of that. So that's what I watch. And I was just watching Pride and Prejudice. This is gonna be funny. It's called Pride
I
and
love that
Prejudice.
movie.
No, but
Love
it's
it.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. That's the name of the
Oh,
movie.
no. We cannot be
Yes,
putting
it's
zombies in Pride and
no.
Prejudice.
I love it. I love it. Jane Eyre could never. But anyway, okay. So it's the same premise. Well, no, that's stupid. It's not the same premise, but it's okay. It's about Pride and Prejudice, and it's still set in those times. They still use the same wording, the beautiful English
Yeah.
landscapes and the language and the attire and all of that, but they're set in a place where the plague happened and zombies come. And it sounds stupid, I know. That's kind of like the Abraham Lincoln and the vampires, right? Like something like that. But it's so amazing. I love it. It's a love story. I know, filled with zombies. It's listen, if you guys can find it, they have it free on Tubi. Tubi's a streaming app that's free. And I'm
Oh,
telling you, if you guys like horror movies, you should look
I
into it.
love
Pride and
horror
Prejudice
movies.
and Zombies. That's what it's
Love
called.
horror
And I
movies.
love it. The actors are amazing. It's a great movie. All the sisters are all they learn to fight. They're elegant, they're rich, they're beautiful, and they're deadly. It's just I love it. So that's
My
mainly
mom
what I
let
do.
me My
What?
mom let me watch horror movies from a very young age. I don't remember not being allowed to watch them because
Yeah,
they never really affected me. And my mom is just like, yeah, we're gonna sit down. Oh, Nightmare on Elm Street, 1, 2, 3, like in the 80s. Oh
yeah.
my God, I loved it. The 80s were those horror movies, nothing new can compete with that.
Oh no,
I
you're
mean,
right. You're right.
The Descent is a scary one.
Oh yeah. Did you see the
Now
Descent part two?
and the let me think. I'll tell you guys
The
some scary
Descent part
movies
two
that
is good too. Hi, Queen of
yes.
O'Hara. Nice to see you, sweetie. So nice to see you. And
Hi.
yes, I did hear that Ray Liotta passed away. Ray
Oh
Liotta
my
from
God.
Goodfellas.
Heartbreaking,
Yes,
right? Like it's
yes.
been nonstop bad news when I saw that, and he died at 67 years old in his sleep.
Yeah, he
God
played
bless him.
Henry Hill. Yes, amazing.
He was an amazing actor.
Actor. He was. He
Yes,
was.
he worked closely with Henry Hill to
Yes.
learn,
Yes.
his role for Goodfellas,
Mm-hmm.
and he took his roles very
Yes.
serious. And I just, oh God, I
Yeah.
text my husband right away, and he was like, "Damn, man, that was one of my favorites."
Hi,
So
handsome
yeah,
Squidward. What did you guys
hey,
think of
hey,
Shape of Water?
hey,
Shape of Water. I'm gonna have to look for that, handsome Squidward.
what's that? Why
Oh,
don't
he
I
said
know
I
this?
loved it because it's creepy but a good love story. I love movies that are
Oh,
that way, that are scary, creepy, but that still have a good love story. It's like, oh,
yeah.
okay, monsters combined with love. I'm there. I love it. Sign me up. I love it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a weirdo like that. I'm a weirdo. It's the end of the world, but we found love. Yes, that is my jam right there. Has to be some
So,
love. Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, no, no. Finish. Go ahead.
No, no, that's all I was gonna say. I just wanted to make sure I said hello to everyone. I'm
Okay.
glad you guys are here. Go ahead, JJ.
I
What were you
feel
gonna
like I
say?
have a little delay. Like I don't want to talk over you at all. So I'm sorry, guys, if I'm talking over Cindy at any point. I'm not intending to. I'm not.
Me
Promise
either.
you.
Sorry. I
Because
know me too.
that, see, like right there, like that drive. Like I don't. When I'm hearing people on panel, I know I don't want to hear like people talking over each other. So I'm sorry if I am. I don't mean to. I don't want to be rude. But so stressors. So you were done, Cindy, right? Because I want to make sure
Yeah, maybe we
like
should
how
do
you handle.
signals when I'm done. I'll go like this. Back to you, Bob, or some shit. I
Yeah,
don't fucking know.
yeah, yeah. I'll be Bob. I'll be Bob. That's
Okay.
cool.
Yeah, I'm done, Mama. Go ahead.
Okay. So ways that I handle stress, and it's mostly little acts of self-care. I've said it many, many, many times that I've been in therapy for a long time. Even
Yeah.
when things seem to be going smoothly, therapy is a godsend. Like my therapist has a way of, and I've seen at least 5 6 therapists before I found the one that I've been working with now for years, and she's phenomenal.
Right.
So therapy is one, and I know, I get it, like not everybody has access to that or whatever, but that is just one thing that I really recommend. But
Mhm.
little things, um, bubble baths. I love me a good bubble bath, when it's nice and quiet in the house, and it's just and I'll put my earbuds in and listen to music, whether it's soothing music or a
Mhm.
story. um I just, and that's one of the reasons I like that whole down a rabbit hole at bedtime, because it's good stories about
Yeah.
like the Duggars, the IBLP, that kind of stuff that's
Yeah.
interesting but soothing at the same time, not like crazy. I mean, I don't know how to explain it, but I do. I listen to my favorite music. A lot of times it'll be like slow music to kind of like decompress and chill out.
Yes.
Little things like making sure that every single day, and I take 2 showers a day. And every time I
Yeah.
shower, I get out, and as a part of my routine, I just use lotion from head to toe, either lotion, body butter, that kind of thing. And I don't do it as just a routine. I try to be mindful when I'm doing that. Mindful, like, all right, um, and after a certain amount of time, a good side effect is that I have really very soft, like baby ass skin. So, I mean, that
Right.
is like and even like my self-care of like my face, washing it, and doing like the triple wash where I use like a balm to get my makeup off, and then
Right.
like a good scrub, and then like not an abrasive scrub, not like the apricot scrub you were talking the other
Yeah,
day.
not that
With
St. shit. No,
no,
thank
no,
you.
no, 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 no walnuts, nothing like
Right.
that. I use a Kate Somerville one,
Yeah.
and then a good moisturizing lotion and some serums and that kind of thing. I love to read, and I like doing audiobooks as well. Um, I talk to family, but I usually do not talk to them about any issues that I'm having. I am, I don't even know how to explain it, but I'm just very closed off when it comes to those sort of things. Even my most trusted, even my husband, I'm very introverted, and especially when it comes to stress and things that bother me. And I have a lot of it. I don't walk around like everything is unicorns and rainbows and
Right. Right.
everything is perfect. By no means. I get a lot of
Right.
it. It's not easy to run a business. It's not easy to have a daughter with type 1 diabetes. And it's not easy for me to have a health condition either. We
Right.
all have our things. I just try to, and it's very purposeful. I try to look at the positives in any situation, and
Yes.
usually I can find one. Sometimes I'm like, nah, bitch, you ain't finding nothing here. But I, like, and then at those points, I try to, like, I garden. Garden's huge. I mean, I garden. That's like such a therapeutic release because I'm
Yeah.
in my own mind. I'm caring for something, and I love it, and I love seeing the results of that.
Yeah.
And makeup, of course. You guys
Yes.
see my vanity room. I love playing with that, and like I tell Cindy all the time, I can go ham in my makeup room, and 2 seconds it's washed off, so it's not permanent. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
little things like that. Adult coloring books, those are cool. I just ordered a Johnny Depp adult
Sorry.
coloring book. I'm such a weirdo, but
Oh, I want
it's
it
there.
now. I
Yeah,
want
they
it.
have it on Amazon. They do, and it's like all roles that he played in different movies. So
Oh, I
that's
want that.
cool. Yeah.
Sorry, handsome Squidward. I just turned it off. I don't ever want to trigger anybody by my smoking. Handsome
Oh yeah.
Squidward asked us a question. Can I
What?
ask, did you ladies know each other prior to YouTube, or did
No.
you guys get close on YouTube? I don't know if you're talking about all of us in general, but I know that JayJay and I met on YouTube.
Yep.
We were in the same chats and members to the same channels, and then we started how everyone starts, I guess, saying hello to each other in chats. And JayJay was
Hmm.
a mod of a channel that I used to frequent, and I started getting to know her, and then we joined a Discord
Discord.
together.
Yes.
And when we joined the
Discord.
Discord, we got to know each other on a more personal level, and then we just talked all the time. And then
Hmm.
she came to New York because she still has family in New York, and we met up. And once we met up, it was just weird. When we met up, it felt like I had known her forever. Like when I saw her in person, it wasn't
Right.
weird, it wasn't awkward. It was like I had known her forever. And
Yeah.
then we just became closer since then. And we just been close ever since. And it's like that with a lot of ladies. All the ladies that I've met here, I met online. And they're amazing. They're amazing. You learn through trial and error online. Some friendships sadly have
Ugh.
dissipated, and that's
Yeah.
okay, you know,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
okay.
Some friendships, when they dissipate, and that's the thing with meeting people online, you never know you know, what a person is like. You know,
Yeah.
they put their best foot forward at first, and then you think you're vibing with them, but you find out, you know, they cross your boundaries or whatever, and you're like, oh no, you know, like that's not my thing. But that's never happened with Cindy, and I'm not a listen, I'm not a judgmental person. People,
No.
you know, we all got our things and we all got our issues, but like Cindy said, when we met up in New York, it was like hanging with a friend. We had so much fun. It was just like how we are here. There was
Yeah.
no difference, you know, no difference at all. We
Nope.
went to a coffee shop, and then we went across the street to
And then
Margaritaville and
drinks.
had some drinks. It was like one to the next, and it was so much fun. It really was, and I'm looking forward
Yes.
to going back to New York. That's going to be good.
Yes, when your cousin gets married, I can't wait. And I'm
Yes.
thinking I'm
Yep.
supposed to be going to Florida, I think in June. I don't know. We'll see because that's
Oh,
a month
hell yeah.
away. Yeah. So we'll
I'll
see.
come
But
get you.
yeah. Hi, Wildflower. Hey, Chronic
Hey.
Space. Yeah. So you know what, you made me think of a lot of things. It's true. Makeup is my happy place as well. Makeup
Yeah.
is where I can show who I am. Like through makeup, I can do a face of makeup and be as colorful as I want to be. I can show my artistic expression. I'm not too good of an artist. I've tried. I'm good at doing art on nails, which is weird. But on canvas, it doesn't translate over as well. I don't know why. But I've done intricate detail on small little nails and I'm pretty good at it. You know what I mean? But I'm
Yeah.
not an artist to draw on canvases or something. I always, for me, drawing is always the hardest is the eyes. I can never get realistic looking eyes, and to me, the eyes are the window into a soul. So if I can't get the eyes looking realistic, it just defeats the purpose. So art, makeup is my art. Not saying that I'm good at it or a pro. I just
No,
enjoy
you
it.
are. You're very
Thank you.
good at it.
Thank you. And I
Yeah, we
enjoy
ain't
it
even
so
gonna go there.
much.
You're very good at it. Not
Thank you.
everybody can do the looks that you do. It People might think that it's easy, but it's not. It's
Yeah.
not. And you're very talented at it, and you've
Thank
never
you. I
had
appreciate you.
professional training, even with the nails and stuff. Like
Yeah,
there's no
no.
professional training, but you're great at it, and that's
Thank
your
you.
outlet.
Yeah.
And my therapist has told me, you know, when the first time I met with her, I'll never forget. She's like, "What are your hobbies? What do you like to do?" I'm like, the fuck's a hobby? Like I got two kids, I
Right.
got a husband, I got a
Right.
house, I got a
Right.
business, I got
Right.
dogs. Like, yeah, no, I don't have time for no hobbies. But
Yeah.
then, you know, she really encouraged me to find something that I would enjoy. And
Yes.
I don't know why I picked up gardening. I have no idea why, but I did. And I think it was just that it kept my mind occupied, and it
Yeah.
was keeping something alive and loving to see, you know, what I've done, something growing because I did it, you know, just besides obviously my two kids, they take up a lot of time too. Young adults are probably harder, believe it or not, than a 2-year-old. So,
Yeah.
you know, there's that. And you got to look, you probably do something. Everybody probably does something that they don't even realize brings them joy and that they need to do more of.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. I was just looking. Grace Case just asked me, "Do I follow Johnny Ross?" And no, I didn't. But wow, he has a
Mm.
great page. He's a handsome man too. Holy crap!
Johnny Ross, what, on
Yeah.
Instagram or on YouTube?
I'm on YouTube, and I think that he's
Oh,
a professional makeup artist. Actually,
oh, sweet. I
wow, he's
love
good.
to,
Holy crap! Oh yeah, I'm following him right now. Thank you for
me
that.
too. Me too.
I
I
love
love to
finding
follow,
great makeup channels.
me too.
Thank you, Grace Case. I appreciate that so much.
I love to follow Wayne Goss because he
Oh,
does
I
a,
love him,
I
JayJay.
love him. He is adorable. He's so handsome and so funny. And he just gets to the point. He's not
Yeah.
like doing hour videos or anything. It's kind of like his
Right.
videos are 10 or 15 minutes, and he does
Yes.
makeup for over 40 years old.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's not like you're 20 years old,
He
and if you're
shows you
20
how to
years
do
old,
concealer so that it
yes, yep,
brightens. He shows you how to do it right
mhm,
here so that it lifts your eyes. He's amazing.
yeah, he
His
really
techniques
is.
and his tricks. I don't have any of his brushes or anything, but I would love to. It's kind of expensive, but I would love
It's
to. He's amazing. He's amazing.
yeah. No, his brushes are good, but they're not my absolute favorites. Honestly, my favorites people would
Sandra.
be surprised by. But yeah, Wayne Goss, he's just adorable. He does really amazing. He'll teach you whatever you like, a wing or whatever, and he'll do it
Yes.
in 10 or 15 minutes, and he's funny
Yes.
about it. He usually typically, even the makeup that he has, because he has his own brand now,
Yeah.
besides brushes, he has eyeshadows, lip pencils,
Yeah.
lipstick, like all
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah.
I haven't tried his foundation yet, but I want to, because it's always for women over 40 or
Yeah. I
men
would love
over
to
40.
try that. I
Yeah.
would love to try that too. Miss Cassandra, my naughty girl. She
What's she saying
said,
now?
sex with my husband, of course, brings me lots of joy.
Let
Stop
me tell
bragging.
you,
Exactly, Wanda.
girl.
Stop bragging. Damn it. Shit.
Let me tell you, girl, the big O, that'll relieve some stress. For
Yes.
show.
Yes. What? Whew.
Show.
She said, Grace Case asked JJ, what are your favorites? I'm not laying out for the Wayne Goss level coin, but I do have some, I don't know how to pronounce that.
There
Refer?
is,
Refer?
yeah, Repher brushes. I do have the
Okay.
Repher brushes, and I have the Wayne Goss collection. My favorites are Smith brushes, and then which you can get on Beautylish, and Chikuhodo. There is a series of the Chikuhodo that are made in Japan that are just, I reach for them every time. I'm like, why do I own other brushes? Like, these are my
I
favorites.
never heard of
Kind of
any of
deal.
those. I'm telling you, that's not in my tax and price bracket, I guess.
They're on Beautylish. You can get them on Beautylish, but
Uh,
I am telling you, they are just fantastic brushes. Oh, you know what? It Cosmetics as well.
oh, I
It
love It
Cosmetics.
Cosmetics. I have
Oh,
one brush that costs $40.
yep,
It came
yep.
in a case, and I keep it in that damn case. I
Let
keep
me
it
tell
right
you
in that
what,
case.
and
$40 that should have stayed in that case.
they last forever. I reach for those brushes all the time for like
Yeah,
foundation brushes. You can't beat it. If you spend the $30 or $40, you will have that brush
yeah.
forever and
And
use
the
it
one I have,
every
JJ,
time.
it was infused with the serum. How they did that?
Oh,
It's a
wow.
foundation brush. I need to bring it out and use it actually. Yeah, I'm telling you, I keep it in the case. I'm not playing $40. No, 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 mijitos. No. I used to
Yes.
be able to get all of that. I do love Lunar Beauty's brushes. Amazing.
I've not tried them,
Amazing.
but you recommended their lip gloss and I ordered
Yes.
it and I love it. Oh
Oh,
my
I love
God.
it.
I
I love
love
their
it.
lip glosses. His lip glosses,
Mm-hmm.
his eyeshadows, his brushes are stellar. His brushes are stellar, man. A friend of mine had them. I wasn't able to snag them because every time I tried to get them, they were sold out. But I need to get my hands on his brushes. I love brushes, guys. I have a
Yeah.
brushes, not as much as JJ. JJ, of course. But JJ gave
Well,
me
but
brushes,
I'm a
so now I have
collector.
brushes. Yeah,
I'm a collector. So
yeah,
those, collection sets and stuff, those are what I choose to spend money on, like because I'm a collector. BH Cosmetics, I don't even know if their
Aw.
website is still up, but if it is still up, BH Cosmetics has some
Oh,
very good
BH
brushes.
Cosmetics.
You can
Yes.
get like an entire brush set for $15 and they're so good.
They're
So
really
good.
good. Morphe, I like
Wanda,
their brushes too. I have some Morphe brushes. They're
it,
amazing too. Sorry, go
Wanda,
ahead.
the courier is the U.S. Postal Service. So you'll get it I sent them today.
Yes, she
So
sent out all the boxes. Did you see what
yep,
Kirsten said? Kirsten, that was
yeah,
JJ. She sponsored the whole giveaway, so all the thanks goes to JJ. Honestly, she shipped internationally to you guys, and she
I
gave
can't wait.
all the products. Like I can't thank her enough. I can never repay her for that. and that
And
means a lot to me.
I tried to tailor each box to what I know a person
Mm,
likes, like I
yeah.
know Wanda likes to do her looks and she's all into color and everything. I know Adele loves color as well.
Yes.
And then for Kirsten, I put some neutrals, but yet palettes with pops of color
Yeah.
because she's just getting her feet, dipping her feet,
Yes. Yes.
in colors. So I
Yes.
really tried to tailor them. So I can't wait till you guys get them.
You're
I'm
gonna
so
love them,
excited.
guys, because she did that
Yeah.
for Christmas. She sent us all boxes that were tailor made to us. She took into account our likes, our age, our comfortability with makeup. Like you guys are gonna be amazed at how much detail she puts into sending these things out and how much she pays attention.
Oh,
Seriously, guys.
thanks. I love doing that. It's fun to me. Like I said, I love to give. It
Yeah,
makes me almost uncomfortable to receive,
yeah,
but giving is just that's another thing that I love to do. If you're able to, little
yeah,
things even. Send someone flowers if you are a giver, to write letters and send them through
yeah.
regular mail
Yep,
instead of
yep,
email.
yep,
There's postcards if you're
yep.
away and sending, there's such little things that you can do that make you feel good. And the idea is getting that serotonin up, like
Yes,
what you want
exactly.
to do, things that make you feel good. What you laughing at?
Exactly.
Some Miss Cassandra being naughty again?
No, at Vera, she's like, I have a toothbrush. What the hell? What the hell?
I hope you have a toothbrush. I
What
hope
the
you change
hell?
it semi
Yes,
oftenly.
volunteering. Oh my God, Grace Case, that's a good one too.
Yeah, it
Volunteering
is.
is a great thing. You're helping.
Mm-hmm.
I used to volunteer as well, and I loved it. I volunteered at my son's school, and I would volunteer. And at first, I was nervous because my sons went there, and I didn't want to embarrass them. You know what I mean? Being in their school, but they were still small enough where they enjoyed it. They liked knowing their mom was there, so they weren't teenagers. I wouldn't do that in middle school or something, embarrass the shit out of them. But when they were in elementary school, I was the PTA president. I volunteered for everything. I was always there. I did all the book fairs, the bake sales, everything, everything. And I ended up working there because I was there so much. They were like, might as well just get on the damn payroll. And I love, seriously, you're always here. And I loved it. I loved it. It was amazing. I got to keep an eye on my kids. And I loved it. And I got to know my neighborhood, the kids in my neighborhood. All the kids in my neighborhood know me because I worked in the elementary school. And I remember there were kids that couldn't afford the book sale. And I remember I knew the kids, I paid attention. And there were some kids that like came to school with a dirty uniform. So I would pay attention to that and bring them like a uniform shirt and tell the kid, come here, come here, come here, take the shirt. I wouldn't change them because then I'll go to jail. You touch my child. But I would give them a shirt
Right.
and say, go into the bathroom and change your shirt and stuff like that without anybody knowing. Because I remember when I was growing up that, I was made fun of and I never want to see another kid made fun
Oh
of because
God,
he had a
that's
ring
hard.
on his uniform. And I would pay
Right.
attention and I would call kids down. Like, can you send such and such down after the book fair was over and have them pick whatever they wanted? And they had these Lego books with toys. I knew those were always the ones and they were like $40, but I didn't care. Like, this kid, to make him happy, something that he's seeing all the other kids, that would break my heart. All the other kids coming down to the book fair and this one kid couldn't afford it. I can't leave him without a book or a toy. I would give him a little eraser, a little pencil, and it's not to big up me. It's because I know what it's like to be a kid. And those things made me happy to see that kid happy. And he would see me the next day and waving at me so happily. And it just made my heart so happy for him, to know what it's like to be a kid and for adults to act like they don't see you. Because when I was a kid, all the adults acted like they didn't see us, like they didn't see us suffering, they didn't see us hungry. They had their blinders on. I couldn't do that. I can't see a kid hungry and suffering and act like I don't see them. I couldn't do that. I just couldn't. And that really, really made me feel good to be able to work with kids. That's why working with
Yeah.
homeless people, working with addicts. That is like the happiest I've ever been in my life, working for places like that.
You know, those sort of things in school, I'm not saying that they don't need to happen, because they do. You know, I completely agree with like book fairs, and it's
Yeah.
so cute when they do like the little Christmas open house where the kids can go in and buy like little,
Yes.
and I remember doing it too, like crafts that parents made or whatever. But it also puts kids on the spot that can't afford it, and it kind of like
It
singles them
does. It
out, and
does.
that's awful. You know, it's awful. And there were times when I was in school when I was younger, and my parents didn't have the money to give me, you know, because my dad was the only one that worked, and he did very well, but
Right.
you know, there were 3 kids and it was a lot. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I didn't always have. And it's funny when you become a parent, because you want to make sure that your kids never go
Yep.
through that. You
Oh
know, it
yes.
was like
Oh
a
yes.
drive for me.
Yep.
I almost overcompensated.
Me
Like,
too.
no,
Me
you're not going
too.
to feel that way. No, you're not going to. Like, I
Yep.
remember what it felt like, you know, not having like the name brand clothes. And I know as an adult that that stuff is not important, but to a
Yeah.
kid,
It
when their
is.
friends have
It
all,
is.
it stings a little, you know, we'll just
Yes.
say it stings a little.
Yes.
So when it came to my kids, yeah, I overcompensated a little bit.
Yeah. So did I. As a mom, I couldn't. Like I said, that's why it was so important to be there and make sure. And I did teach my sons, you can't have everything you want, but I can make sure that you're never left out. But I tried to do that with every single kid there. And that's why sometimes they would say, you know, Cindy, you can't do that with everybody. I'm like, don't tell me what I can't do. You're not paying for it. They're like, girl, your
Yeah.
paycheck. I'm like, don't worry about my paycheck. There's no way I can see a kid without and feel okay with that. I thought about it. Everybody's going up to their classroom and there's 1 or 2 kids sitting there with not even a pencil. Like, even if I give them a freaking dinosaur pencil and eraser, something that
Right.
they have to make them feel confident, to make them not feel left out. That little gesture will do so much. So I used to get angry at these people. How are you going to tell me not to do that to a child? Like, mind your fucking business. Mind your
Well,
nap, you know?
that, and like, you know, even at lunch, you can be singled out because some kids, you know, got the extra dollar when I was going to school. I mean, my kids now, if you send them to
Right.
school with, you know, $4, they may not even be able to buy an ice cream. But when I was a kid,
True.
for $1,
Yeah.
you know, you could buy an ice cream. And there were kids that just never got to. I did
Exactly.
sometimes, you know, but at
Right.
lunchtime, and it's just, so yeah, anybody that can do little things like that,
Yeah.
donate to a classroom,
Yeah.
you know, for kids, it's so important, and it makes me feel good, you know. It
Yeah.
always made me feel good to contribute. Like when my kids were in ROTC, I would contribute in any way possible. When they needed, you know, new barbecue tools or whatever, it was great to get involved in my kids' school as well.
Yep.
So,
I
and
loved
like I
it.
said, you don't need a lot of money. You can get involved in the school easily, very
Okay.
easily.
Yeah. I
And
agree.
please,
Part of the
please
PTA
pray.
leadership, school leadership, you know?
Yeah, yep. Yeah, there's a lot of things. Book clubs, if you like to
Yep.
read,
Yep.
you know, because sometimes we look at YouTube as an outlet, right? And it can be, but it can also really bring you down too.
Oh, it can.
So, you
It
know,
can.
knowing when to close it is pretty important. You know,
Yes.
the other night I put my phone down and I said, I'm not touching my phone. I don't care how many times it bings at me or whatever. I put it on silent. I put it down so I couldn't read it. And I promised myself I wouldn't touch it. And I
That's
didn't,
right.
you know,
That's right.
until the next day. Until the next day, I was able to answer everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, little things, anything you can do. You know, eat right. Nobody wants to hear eat right and work out when they are
Right.
stressed out, or, you know, really upset or sad or going through depression. No one wants to hear those things. It's kind of like, get the
Right.
fuck out of here. Like, I'm lucky if I can get out of bed kind of deal.
Right.
But
You're right. You're right.
if you can overcome those feelings and actually do work out and have a healthy meal rather than, McDonald's or whatever, you do feel better about yourself. That's just proven. It's the
Yes,
truth. Even if it's
true.
just a
You're right.
walk,
Yep,
walk your dog. Those
I
kind of
agree.
things do,
I
they
agree. It
help.
definitely helps. And I think that's important. Self-care is so important, you know? Hey,
Hmm.
Caddy, ¿cómo está, chula? How are you, mama?
Oh, there's our catty.
Yeah, there goes our caddy. My mom used to
Oh,
always come on the field trips, right? Didn't that give you a sense of pride knowing that your mom was always
yeah,
there?
yep.
It
My
did. It
mom
did
could
for me, my
rarely.
kids too. For my kids too, it did definitely. They loved it
Yeah, it
because my
means
kids
something.
knew if we went to an amusement park and they wanted something, they're like, "I can get it. My mom is here." Fucking spoiled brats.
Yep. Yep. That's exactly how it is. And then I would end
Mhm.
up, for whatever little group I had, buying whatever I was buying,
Yeah.
ice cream or, frozen lemonade or
Yep.
whatever the case may
Yep.
be for the kids that didn't come with any money. It didn't matter. It
Exactly.
was kind of like,
Exactly. Yep.
and I would pay for it. Like it would be like 3 or 4 kids they would give me besides my kid. And if
Yeah.
they wanted frozen lemonade, something like that at Universal Studios or Disney or wherever we were, I would get it. And at that point, I was still not in any way in a comfortable state financially. But
Right.
I would know they're having a field trip and I would save up for it
That's
and,
right.
buy the lemonade for all of them. So one kid wasn't singled out for not having the money,
Yeah.
like, oh, give me your money, kid, and give me your money. But that one, he doesn't have money, so I'm going to
Yeah.
buy it. Like, I didn't want
Yeah.
to make anybody feel excluded in any way or
Yeah. And not
bad.
only that, everybody else is enjoying it and they don't. Oh, that breaks my heart. I can't.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
can't
but that
do it. I
happens.
can't.
That happens, it does.
Because I think about my children, and if that was my child, I would be heartbroken to know that my sons had to, I just can't. I just can't. That shit
Mm-hmm.
just makes me want to cry just thinking about it. Because
Yeah.
there are times where my sons had to go without things and it breaks my heart, but anytime they know whatever I have is theirs, my last is theirs. Like, it doesn't matter. I will
Right.
give them my last. I'll stay without eating to make sure my kids eat.
Of
It
course.
doesn't matter to me.
That's being a mother, that's why when you hear these horrible stories, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, I can't
Like,
imagine. Can't
what
relate. I can't relate. I cannot
exactly.
relate. Nope.
Exactly. And that's why I do like watching true crime, because it's fascinating in some ways to think, like, how does a person get to this point? Like, what's
Yeah.
going on in their head? Like, what's missing to be able to do these awful
Something,
things?
something fundamental. And Kirsten said it must be
Oh,
a
there's a
Mets game.
game. We
Yeah,
heard the
this
neighbors. We
definitely
heard the
is.
neighbors down the
They,
hall.
they definitely are. And when we were yesterday, I heard them fighting, not fighting, but arguing over sports. So it's that
Oh my
season.
God.
It's so annoying. Miss Cassandra, don't laugh. That shit is so annoying. They drive me
Is it
crazy with
hockey?
that. No,
Is
they
it
watch
hockey?
baseball. They watch
Oh,
baseball.
baseball. Okay.
Yeah, they're so annoying.
Oh, see
Caddy
what
says,
Caddy
yes, my
says.
kids remember how I couldn't get them anything at the book fair, so now they spoil it. Aw, see,
Yep.
Caddy, listen, your kids would have been good with me. They all would have came home. You would have been calling the school like, yeah, so my kids came home with these Legos. I just want to make sure it's theirs. Because I used to have some mothers, like the kid used to come to school and be like, can you send a note to my mom? Because she thinks I stole this.
Ah,
I swear to God.
oh my
Can you
God.
send a note to my mom? Because she thinks I stole this book, but I didn't steal it, right? I'm like, no, you didn't. And I would have
Yeah.
to tell their mom, no, I would wait in the morning and meet with the mom, be like, no, 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 I gave it to him. Oh, okay, okay. Because he was about to get his ass whooped. I'm like, no, he didn't steal it. I gave it to him.
Does
Guess what?
anybody know if the Scholastic book thing is still a thing in
That's
school?
when I don't know now, but I know when my sons, we still had the Scholastics. Yeah. But I
Yes,
wonder
and
if they
I
still
would
have that.
always want to order. Like, I would circle everything that I wanted to
Yes,
order,
yes,
and I always
yes.
wanted to. And
Yep.
once in a blue moon, you know, I was able to, and it would be like I'd get $5 or something and have to pick like one out of like the 10, you know, that I
Yeah.
wanted, which, ooh, you know, first world problems. But
Yeah,
when
right?
you're a little kid, it's a big deal when you're a little kid and you see
Yes.
everybody getting stuff and you don't. But
That's
at the same
horrible.
time,
Pobrecitos.
it
No.
is, but at the same time, you know, that's kind of the way life
Life.
is. It
Right.
is.
Right.
So you know, life isn't always fair. And that's why I had a really tough time with balancing that. Like,
Yeah.
okay, just because you can do this for your kids, should you? You know,
Right.
and that's always been
But
difficult.
that's why it was important to me to pay attention because I knew the kids, like we had the book fair for a whole week. That was the thing. It wasn't like a day. So our book fairs were a whole week and we did them maybe 3 times a year, right? And so we had them for a whole week and I would pay attention because the whole class would come down, right? The first day, the teachers would bring their classes all down one by one. And towards the end of the week, they were already just like, okay, only the kids with money. You know what I mean? So I would pay attention to who spent money that whole week. And the kids that didn't, by the end of the week, that's when I called them down because I'm like, no, these kids need to come. It wasn't like every day. I was like, pick whatever you want. I paid attention. And when the week was coming to a close, I was like, that kid didn't buy the whole week. And I would call, kids down from each class that hadn't been able to buy the whole week. And that's what I would do, because you're not just going to teach kids that they're going to get free things from people because that's setting them up for failure. Because then they become entitled and they'll go to
Yep.
strangers. And like, let's say they go to another school and there's a book fair, they're going to think that they can do that. No, you know what I mean? So there has to be a balance, but
Right.
I paid very close attention and I saw these kids couldn't afford it at all. It wasn't that they came and they wanted extra books or they just wanted to come buy things every day, because there were kids that came down every day with money. Every day. I'm like, geez, Louisa. But there were some that didn't come at all. And those were the kids that I focused on because they had nothing. So,
Yep. Yep. Another thing is, and it sounds so corny, right? Like we're being corny over here, but it really does work, is positive affirmations. Even my husband does that. Like
oh, yes,
he'll
those
put
work.
sticky
Those
notes.
work.
He
You're
puts
bugging.
sticky
Those
notes
work.
on the
Yep.
mirror,
Yep.
saying,
Those work,
you
JayJay.
got this,
Yep.
you're beautiful, you're strong, you are more than you think you are. And he'll leave those little sticky notes on the mirror, and that's cool. There's a meditate if you know how to meditate. If you don't, there are books and of course YouTube videos, and you can
Yes.
Google it. And it's hard. It is so hard. I'm not going to lie. As an ADHD person, I have a very difficult time to get in a meditative state. It's
Yes.
happened though. It's happened a few times, and that does feel good.
I learned how to
Um,
meditate to go to sleep because I suffered from severe insomnia, and my stress always hit me at night. Always, like all my burdens would just weigh on me at night and I couldn't sleep. I overthink and I worry about everything. Like and I had to learn you can't worry about everything. Some things are out of your control. Like I'm like, oh my God, I gotta make sure that this is done tomorrow. I gotta make sure the kids have this. And it weighed on me so much that it affected my sleep. And so I had to learn meditation to learn how to sleep because I would not sleep. And so I learned meditation tricks. I think it's so important, even if you use it just to sleep. And I learned how to block out all the thoughts. And it took a long time for me to learn that, to be able to block out all the thoughts and just focus on something. And once I learned how to do that, there's times now where something will overwhelm me and I'm able to just start breathing and meditating and get those thoughts out of my head. So I
yep.
think that meditation is so important. It sounds like ridiculous, and self-affirmations are essential. I know that in my early recovery, that was something that I did all the time. Little post-it notes everywhere, in my journals, in my purses, on my mirrors.
That was
And
my next one.
it works.
Journaling. Yep.
Works, yeah.
That was my next one, journaling. Like
Mhm.
I said, I tend to like stuff a lot of things down and not talk about stresses and things going on. So I will write them in a journal, and it is amazingly effective for
Yes,
feeling like you get it off of your chest. That, and
yes,
I can look back years and see these journals and look back and see how far I've come as
yep,
well. So that helps.
yep. That, and also it helps with organization because I have such a bad memory that I still keep a physical date book and journal, even though I have my phone, because I started realizing that I put all my contacts in my phone and my phone broke and I didn't remember anybody's number, nothing. So I had to, it was tedious. I hated it. Taking everybody's number and putting it in a physical book because God forbid my phone breaks. I don't know anybody's freaking number. And that's crazy because I used to be so good with numbers. Numbers, I could remember numbers. I even knew what pi was, like that whole number. And now, don't ask me. I don't even 311. That's all I remember. But I used to know numbers so well, but I became so dependent on a device that I don't use my brain. That's why every
Yep.
day I play games on my.
Yes.
I play so many puzzle games. I play Sudoku. I play this game called Wooduko. It's like wood pieces, and you don't realize that these puzzle games are so amazing to help your
Ooh,
brain function,
thank
help your
you.
memory. So it's
You
important
got
to play these games.
capers.
What?
Oh, my husband walked in with food and he had capers put on my pasta and mushrooms.
Yeah,
Ooh, girl,
yeah,
tell
yeah.
you
We're
what.
not gonna stay here much longer because I'm also hungry and I gotta figure something out because I'm starving too. I'm hungry. So,
Yeah.
but I think that.
Um.
Go ahead, JJ. What?
Um. Hang on. I was gonna say another thing is to forgive yourself and
Yeah.
let go of the past. Anything
Yes.
that is anchoring you down, things that you did, things that you cannot change, that
Yes.
you did. And that is also a freeing feeling.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. That is. You have to learn to forgive yourself, and that takes time too. That doesn't happen overnight. Um, that takes work. Letting go of guilt, letting go of things that you've done in the past, like you said, JJ.
Yeah.
That is so important in um growing and evolving as a person. You have to let go of the baggage. It's kind of like the analogy that you have a bag, right? And it's filled. And you're trying to fit new things in it, but you can't because it's filled to capacity. You have to start emptying it in order to be able to refill it. And it's the same way when you learn new things. There was a movie called Dreamcatchers. And I remember the guy spoke about his memories as a warehouse. His brain was a warehouse, and he kept these file cabinets full of each memory. And it was so full of everything he had learned that he had to start dumping things that he thought were important. Like, oh my God, I have to dump the lyrics to my favorite song to, learn how to drive a new type of car. And in essence, that's how our brain works. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
learn new things, you have to let go. And why let go of the things that are important to you? Let go of those negative things that are weighing you down, that are baggage. Let go
Mm-hmm.
of that. You have to let go of that. So I agree,
Yeah.
that's so important.
And
Yes.
taking what I call a personal day, like taking a day where you do
Excuse me.
not look at your emails, you do not, answer, friends, or I mean, I guess you can if they're friends that are positive and uplifting, but if they're constantly sending you, some bullshit, you don't want to see it. Just don't, view those platforms or wherever they're at. And if you can take a personal day, even from work, and I know that's hard because sometimes you don't get, a paid day off, but at the same time, if you're not well, you can't exactly continue. Like you'll end up hitting a brick wall. So it's
Right.
important to take, a day or two here and there. And I used to do that with my kids, even in their schools. It's kind of like, okay, I can tell you're stressing out, whatever, you're
Yeah.
staying home from school tomorrow, and we're
Right.
going to have a day, a mommy daughter day or a mommy son day. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm okay, Joe. I know I was choking. So I had to I was choking. I muted, but then you could see me choking. I'm like, oh my God, let me turn off my camera before they think I'm fine. Thank you, Joe. But Joe says, I count my blessings and realize that however much I wish some things were different, I can't go back and redo things. I wouldn't
Right.
anyhow, because I don't know what good things I would lose. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I do that
Can't hear
try.
you.
Sorry, guys. Sorry, my Wi-Fi,
You're,
of course. But
yeah.
I try to just think of the positive. I try
Yeah.
not to wallow in self-pity because it could be worse. I tell myself that all the time,
Yeah. And
It's
there's
okay,
that, like,
Kirsten. We understand.
it's that inner, like, voice in your head that obviously, and like you'll hear it all the time from some YouTubers, like you can get 1,000 comments that are praising you and 3 comments that are bad, and you're going to dwell on those 3 comments, and they're going to
Yes,
replay in your
I
head over
agree.
and over again.
Yeah,
And you've just got to say, wait a minute, enough. I'm not going to listen to these negative thoughts. I need
yeah.
to do something more positive. And because we're our own worst critics.
We are. We are.
It sucks, but we
We
are.
are. Hi, just Britt. How are you, sweetie? You just got out of work.
Hey, just
That's
Britt.
awesome. But yeah, we are. We're too harsh on ourselves, and that's why I say
Uh-huh.
I don't go look for comments and stuff about myself. I find out when people tell me, but I'm not out
Uh-huh.
there
Yeah.
actively looking for people's opinions of me because at the end of the day, it's what I think of myself that matters. I
Yeah.
have to live with myself. I have to look at myself in the mirror, and I'm very self-aware of my shortcomings. So I don't need to go to other people for them to show me what my shortcomings are. I know what it is that I have to work on, and
Right.
and the people that matter to me would tell me in private anyway. So I don't have to
Yeah.
actively go look for people as opinion of me or whatever, because people that care about me will tell me in private, so I don't worry about that really.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Joe. Joe being Joe says, my eldest daughter taught me a huge lesson. My father abused me, and I carried that for a long time. She told me to rewrite some of the story because there were good things, fabulous things. Absolutely. And I think that
Yeah.
that's so important to overcome those things, right? It's a part of your story and it shaped you, but at the same time, like I always say, I got married very young. I got pregnant at 19 years old and I had my son. And now I look back, and would I do it different? No. Like I would never
Right.
change anything about either one of my kids for any, like everything happened the way that it was supposed
That's
to.
right.
The good
Agreed.
and the bad. There's plenty of bad, but you take the good and
Yeah.
the silver lining in things. Oh, Cindy, I forgot. You got to play your song.
I am. Oh yeah, just Britt. I'm doing okay. Got some not great health news, but I had my breakdown, and I'm going to be okay. And you are just
Oh,
Britt, and I'm so sorry. Just know my DMs are always open. Seriously, if you ever just need somebody to give you an ear,
me
I'm
too.
always here. I'm gonna play the song, yeah, because we're gonna end, guys, because JJ's gonna go eat, and it's been a long day, and
Yeah.
yada yada yada, right? Okay. I'm gonna play the version just so you can hear the extended version where you don't pay attention that it says Canva. Listen, don't worry about that. Just listen
I
to
don't
it.
ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do do, so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move, so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that, spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas, think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past and the pettiness. A reflection of the emptiness, hilarious. You think you're worth my time, you're delirious, mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior, inferior. You know I'll always be a bit too.
JayJay posted the full version on Twitter. For anybody that doesn't have Twitter, I'm gonna I'll link it in the description. It is on YouTube. I was looking through YouTube for songs that I can play, and I did realize that even previous songs that I played, I just had to give credit. I'm not doing all of that anyway. So I will post the full version there. I know I had Canva, but it was just like $15, and I was like, $15 on Canva. I do love Canva because when I have the paid version, I could do so much on it. But whatever, whatever. Okay.
Yeah, go listen to the song. It's amazing. All you have to do is put in "No Love for the Fakeness" and it will come up.
Yes.
On YouTube.
Who sings that? Yes, it's on Teresa. It's on YouTube. No Love for the Fakeness, and it'll come up. It's a song that I found actually on YouTube, and it just fits so well. What?
Miss Cassandra says Claire Bear plays this guy's song too. I forget his name. Oh, that's cool.
She plays another song by the same person, right? Yeah. He has quite a few songs on YouTube. And I was looking through the whole list, and I heard another few songs on people's channels. But this song was I just loved this song. I was like, oh, this is the one. And I will always keep my son's music. You know that is my official intro. But I like to switch things up. Yeah. So yeah, I think she has another song, right? Is it Miss Cassandra? Yeah, she plays his songs. You can hear it's the voice. The voice is very similar because I've heard songs sung by this guy too. So the voice is very yeah, exactly, Miss Cassandra. So get the fuck up out of here.
Yes, exactly.
She plays the fight song that's epic too. Yeah, see, there's another song that he has that's very similar. His music is great. I really like it. But thank you, JayFit. That's my favorite song. My son's song is always gonna be my song, my channel song. Those are my sons. But sometimes you gotta just express yourself through music, and that song is me expressing what me and JayJay feel, what all of us feel, right, collectively, to this universe of YouTube without having to come here and be messy.
Right, exactly.
Now for the long goodbye. Yes. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. My son can sing. I do want to put the longer version because both of my sons rap on that. So I'm gonna get the long. Megs is gonna kick my ass. I was supposed to give that song a long time ago. Anyway, okay, guys, we will be back Sunday. I'll look out for my community tab because I think I'm gonna be on Terry Lynn's panel tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about some important things, and she's being very sweet. She says she wants to help get me monetized. She wants to help get Danielle, who we call Danny, monetized, and I think that's awesome. I'm a few hundred away. I was gonna put my sub count, but haters gonna hate, so I'm gonna wait. Ooh, that rhyme. Haters gonna hate, so I'm gonna wait. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. But
poet and didn't know it.
And I didn't even know it exactly. I love you guys. We love you guys, and we will see you Sunday. We will be here, but just look out for my community tab because I'll share the stream when I find out what time we'll be on and stuff. Okay.
Yep.
Terry Lynn's channel is called Terry Lynn, I think. Wait, let me put it here before we go. Hold on.
I thought so. I thought that's what it was called.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called.
Can't wait. Have a great weekend. Yay, the beach. That always is.
That's awesome. Okay, here, I'm going to just link it real quick. Hold on. Oh my God. Okay, sorry guys. It was taking me forever to link it. Okay, I just linked it for anybody that wants to know. Yes, goodbye everybody. Love you guys. Te quiero, te adoro. All that good stuff. Nos vemos hasta luego el domingo, Sunday. I'm gonna play my outro again because this is not that. This is my outro, you know, for now. Love you guys. I love you, Manita. I love you, JayJay.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
I love you guys. Love y'all.
See you Sunday. Bye.
I don't ever slow up. No, I don't ever slow up. No, I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take sh**. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and